From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one
between the Washington Commanders
and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And we are underway from Arrowhead.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2. End zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Play action. Now Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. first down. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defense.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Now Wentz. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now Wentz on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
43!
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Wentz now on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're gonna look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Erickson now to return.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
he's got a man complete.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Got his target, Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Wentz. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Right back to him on first down. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On play action, it's Wentz. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Again, it's Wentz. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 43 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Wentz now on 1st down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's got Burton here.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
He's at the 30. 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Joey Slide to kick off for the Commanders.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Erickson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Wentz to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. To throw is Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal. You could go for it. or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Attack, attack!
Mahomes will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation. You have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a man, complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Mahomes firing complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Jones, and he's into the end zone for the game winner in OT.
It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Now, Wentz again.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown!
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
15. Brings up 3rd and
15.
6.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis.
There he goes, right side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So it's the Commanders who come away with a win. And the guy leading the way, CD, their quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
From the 6.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Control of the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Finds his running back, James Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Wentz.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Carr now to throw.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Throwing now is Carr. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Carr. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Conklin from a yard out.
And the Saints post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football. And right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone. And they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. From the red zone now, Wentz. And Davis with it left side.
Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Gabriel Davis.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Carr.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Carr's throw caught here by Dulcich. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On first down, Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 31, Carr. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, Carr's throw on target to Burks. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Now Carr again. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. On play action, now Carr. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd. Sanders again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
They'll go for it. It's Carr.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wentz.
Connected with Mixon.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz to throw.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw is Wentz.
He's got Connor.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safety wants to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Throwing his Carr.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those